I made a poor decision of getting like a giant knife full of peanut butter as a quick snack. Everyone knows the best thing to eat when you're about to do like a whole bunch of talking and funny voices is just a whole like glob of peanut butter. Really lubricates the thrusty and allows for easy and simple enunciations, pronunciations, and all sorts of vocal inflections. Definitely don't regret it at all. All right. So recall the past. Give you a little bit more time. Welcome, Inks, to this very humble abode. Reminder: this is an 18+ space. Even if I'm not super spicy, I can't really moderate myself to child acceptable levels. All right, what things do we recall from our past? A storm long before the fall. The memory of lightning flashes, and the memory of rain covers my face. And I am back above a summer downpour, blepping all the horses and their riders huddled under the rail bridge. Brutal. All the saplings bent to cast the soil in supplication of the brutal storm. Not just any summer, but a June evening when I was 15. Oh, that was pretty cool. You kind of had like a sherbet kind of color, and then it just got wrapped up in inky darkness. Also, ow, my jaw hurts. Ow. I really hope it stops hurting soon. I hope it's not an indication that I have a worse injury. That storm, for a moment, is truth itself. Our present cavern is embarrassed to be seen through. An illusion. Stop unhinging your jaw. Certainly cannot do that right now. No, Surzy. Let's take Rachel, my latest plot work. What if I become a black? What if I wore a black coat? I see. Nothing. And what if I wear no coat? Alright, we'll just put the tailor apron back on because it amuses me. We certainly need more money. Good evening. I'll see whether my master and mistress are at home. A certified brookie. Let's start off a little flirting, you know? We don't want to go trade the business. Why is it that whenever I see you, I feel like you're noticing things I would rather hide? It should worry me. Somehow it doesn't. If you continue like this, you might find some of your bon mots in my next novel. Did I tell you that Milton is thinking of publishing his own literary journal? Something clean-lined and brisk and free of fuss. But none of the floral furbellows you find cluttering the bookstalls.
She fills in a few more details about Milton's literary aspirations, but in time, this well runs dry. Here's this plot I have for you. Dreams are a danger to everyone now. From there, I go on to speak about the ending. I didn't have much patience for stories like this on the surface. Reading the old folk tales is one thing, but when it came to characters of our own time, I preferred them to face real difficulties. I suppose our dreams are difficulties now. Silence falls. A dog barks. Wilson, her employer, may like this one too. You are my muse, Rachel. You inspire my stories to take a particular direction. I have something for you. I don't know whether you'll care for it, but if you don't, it probably has some slight value. It was a gift, but for various reasons I don't quite dare wear it myself. I believe it is of devil make. She fishes in her bag and pulls out a gleaming piece of brass jewelry, strangely made. Spirifer's fork. Sort of fork. Shows my allegiance to my yellow-eyed friends. Ooh. Ooh, some coins. Profess my most wild and profuse gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 1,000 blessings on you. Think nothing of it. There's more if you can take it on from that point. I'll have some work to do, putting flesh on all these bones. And there are some points of motivation I may alter slightly, but it can be used. It can certainly be used. Alright, I'm certainly down with crafting more stories. I'm going to do great things. They might look ordinary right now, but you'll see where I'm going. Oh. The artistry of the wardrobe. I come from a family of tailors. I mean to begin that work again. It has new possibilities in the neath. I suppose, if you don't mind smelling of the shop. Solutions for Neath life. Our requirements are very different here. Warmth may only be the beginning. I should retire to my study. I have work waiting for me. Goodbye, then. Try to study human nature as Rachel does? She notices people's foibles and the motives they try to keep hidden. There's also some frustration, some impatience. So can we mirror other people's modes of thought? Interesting. I wonder if deepening relationships with people unlocks other things as well. Develop a plot about a heroine's troubled dreams. Predicate. Look at the snake! Look at him! It's me! I'm haunted! It's me! I'm haunting you! Alright, Rachel. I've got a story to tell you. It's the grisly story of the serpent who haunted Grits. Alright. Heroine's troubled dreams. Wanted health. Spoiled Beauty and someone encountered one another in a land of nightmares. Spoiled Beauty now dwelled in the place more than in waking life. Even when the Spoiled Beauty seemed awake, her thoughts were often elsewhere. Whee! Look at me go! Hey, I hope your evening's going well. Regrets nothing. The Who is going to be... Oh, I could scroll down. Oh, I'm a fool. Ooh, we're gonna pick Mr. Pages. Loved hopelessly. Noticed nothing. Neathborn? Is infamous. Is deceased. Is envious. Okay. A tragic ending? A spoiled beauty and the civil servant encountered one another in the land of nightmare. A spoiled beauty now dwelled in that place more than in waking life. Even when the spoiled beauty seemed awake, her thoughts were often elsewhere. The civil servant was hopelessly in love with the spoiled beauty, whom it met only in the land of dreams. The spoiled beauty slept many hours away, hoping to recover, never sure how recovery might be achieved. The civil servant failed to understand what was happening. The civil servant wrestles with regret. The spoiled beauty has become a pariah. Yes. Yes. It's a new story. This is what happens when you cross the serpent. I haunt you, alright? That's how I get you. One way or another. You best remember that. Now, I guess you can turn me into a video game. It looks like we hit triangles once again. Interdasting. Alright, we have 3 monies. Let's see if we can buy anything from Ivy with 3 monies. The risk of going to see Ivy hatless is that she may very well try to sell me a new one. Yes, I need a hat! Give me hats. I wish to purchase hats. Dreki, his hat... That was not the... I give her kind of a southern accent. Y'all. Dreki, it's good to see you. Recount the newspaper story. The Ministry of Accounting and Recounting wants to take old currency out of circulation. Oh? Currencies from other countries are also accepted, although at a lower rate of exchange. Make the story as engaging as I can. Plenty of detail and a fair sprinkling of dramatic pauses.
Motive, wanted love. Action, got lost in the cigarette. Outcome, Dreki slept on the ground. Why are you on the ground?
I got lost! Come on! The ziggurat's huge! It's like a maze! You'd get lost too! How long does retro last? I'm gonna say probably 5 minutes. Double check. Wait, yeah, it's gonna be 5 minutes. They're not all bad, the masters. Gave me my license to trade, or authorized me to carry on as I was, at least. Talk about the sinister nature of authority. Let's go, crunchy pixels. Let's go! I mean, the triangle pixels actually work for my fangs, though, because they're already triangular, so... Does make some things kind of silly. Those who make the laws have always abused the place, keeping their own power and pushing down everyone else. Ivy hears me out, but it's plain this question doesn't matter much to her as it does to me. Don't mind me. You missed a spot of color this morning. Man came in with a basket of so-called fish. Mobbed, he was. Both for 10 guineas each. But they wasn't fish. Cold and wet and slippery, maybe. But not fish. Oh? I don't know what they were. I just know they weren't. Alright, Ivy. I need me a top hat. An exceptionally of-the-mode piece trimmed with mushrooms as style currently demands. Overpay for a stylish hat. We're gonna offer a fair price. 2 money. I'll give you 2 pennies for that stylish top hat with mushrooms. It's a fair price. Fuck yes! We have a top hat, chat. A fashionable top hat at that. Farewell. Don't ask me why, but I've taken to you. Might go off you again once I know more about you. But for now, you seem right enough. And if you want to come back and visit around this market, I won't kick you away. Now and then, mind, I'd ask you to pretend you're buying something. Maybe you could comment loud on how good the workmanship is. That'd do. From one tailor to another, Ivy, I think I see the plan you're putting down, and I respect the game. I'll pick up what you're setting out on the table, and perhaps both of us can do a bit of profit. A bit of camaraderie between comrades, as one might say. We can swap tips. Wait, no. Jeez, Dreki getting drippy. Well, I hope the mushrooms aren't wet. That'd be just unfashionable, okay? You know, you water your hat mushrooms overnight so that they dry. Yes, indeed. What an excellent idea. Very glad you asked. That suits. I had something for you. Some of us want to make ourselves at home in a place we weren't born to. If anyone asks when you're rubbing elbows in good company, tell them you got it from me. I'm trusting you to spread the word. But if they ask, charge you a good high price and you are glad to pay it. Or they'll say, old Ivy's gone soft in the head. Ooh, we got a nice cloak. Okay, we're getting fancy. Oh, we got to show off our new drip to our flatmates. I am, to all appearances, dressed for a louche club. Dressed for ooh. All right, we should visit the Devil Lounge next. I think that's where we go tomorrow. Oh, we are gonna get dinner and we are gonna eat, baby. Let's go. Saunter on down to supper. Reverend Witherwick, pleasure to see you. Are you well?
Tolerable health, I'm glad to say, Miss Chapman. And you? I think I'm not acquainted with all your lodgers.
Angle to impress him with lies. My name is Dreki.
Theophilus Witherwick is a Yorkshire name.
Time was when my family owned everything your eye can see around here.
Impressive.
If you've come about the blankets, I've already brought everything I had spare.
No, this is on a more serious matter. Just after morning prayer, I was approached by a woman. Not for the first time.
You fucking hear this guy, Grits? To judge by her expression, Grits is having difficulty stifling her own laughter.
She was A deviless. She had yellow eyes, and her touch burned like fire. She's not trying to hide where she was.
Did she have anything to hide? Did she have anything to hide? Maybe she did not think an illness would be taken as a sign she'd come from hell.
My dear woman, she asked for my soul. She asked for my very soul.
Speculate that hell exists nearby! Yeah, you know, you just take a left at the end of the street, you know, go down a couple of flights of stairs, and, you know, there's the bouncer there, he'll let you in, and there's an elevator, it takes you right to hell, you know? It's actually quite cozy this time of year, you know, because the cave gets pretty cold with all the fog, and they've got heaters down there in hell, and it's just, you know, pretty nice, you know, they're pretty good conversationalists. Ah, shit, they killed me again. Fuck, this keeps happening. Maybe I'll learn my lesson one day. The devils, they do speak in eloquent tongues. Possibly hell's a real place, either here or very nearby.
If a duelist visits you, you must refuse her anything she asks.
I still don't understand, my dear Reverend Witherwick. What could she possibly do? Surely our souls don't go handled on like calling cards.
Here in this forsaken cavern? Perhaps they do. I mustn't wait any longer. In any case, I only stopped to warn you. Beware those yellow-eyed creatures. Grant them nothing they ask.
If ghosts no need to take the elevator, can just float through the ground. I don't know if you can take advantage of it. True. I just tumble on down like dead tumbleweed, just yeah, going straight to hell. I high-five the devil on my way there. That dang there devil done do some good environmental music. I know you heard the song, but that devil, he can play that fiddle now. Yes, he can. I don't think the slug cats go to hell, though. Just don't challenge him to a fiddle contest. Yeah.
Yeah, turns out golden fiddles. You'd have to be a devil to be able to play one of those.
Although in the setting of Fallen London, I think it's brass is the like material they are mostly known for. That's why you'll see. That's why like the devil fork that we have is brass tined. They're very, you know, it's very steampunk coded, you know, because this is like the late 1800s when London fell. All right, let's eat our definitely not fish. No, I ate all my mushrooms. Sag. Eat some mushrooms on my plate. Eat some mushrooms off my hat. Eat some mushrooms off my plate. Eat some mushrooms off my hat. Me forgetting Rubicon.
Ah, yes, the galactic slug cats traveling to the Omicron system.
The year stardate 2407. Captain Slugcard reporting for Starfleet. The grapple bugs had infested the storage hold again, causing untold chaos. A team of artificers was dispatched. Unfortunately, nobody remembered to lock the armory, so now we have a breached hull. I've requisitioned another crate of camo lizards as the last bunch leaped off at our leaped off into space. The crew's morale has plummeted as a result. Oh, we have a new person. I'm gonna craft such bullshit stories with them. Not the rainbow boys. Yeah, poor buggers. All right. What's the newspaper today say? Renowned scientist pronounces recent events result of volcanic activity. Sun bathed in ash. Yeah. There's stuff I can talk to by. Yeah. Whoop-de-doo, whoop-de-doo. More importantly, we can recall the past. Horatia and Grits. Grits said something about her family name. Harjeet checked in on us. Feel like you see the sun anyway in London. Yeah. That day, the sky had gone red. Even though it wasn't time for sunset, Harjeet knocked on the servant's door. He was carrying a lantern. All is well in this house. Any wounded? Any missing? Any dead? Anyone bunking with you that didn't live here yesterday? Or, hang on. Did I answer? Was it Horatia who answered? No, that's not right. I remember now. Horatia was in the pantry. Grits answered. We're all well, thank you, Constable. What are you seeing on the streets? Are there many wounded? He winced. I remember that. Essence of England gel. Rain. Well, that's the thing. The very beginning of the game, one of the first things they talked about is how with London falling underground, the majority of topics for Londoners to talk about, that being the rain and the fog, aren't there anymore. The game is very self-aware of its setting. No, only those around Houses of Parliament. What happened to Parliament? Hang on, that can't be right. We didn't hear about Grits' uncle and the fate of the parliamentarians that night. We offered him something to eat before he left. We have a few provisions if you need food. Looks like it'll be a long night. I can't stay, but thank you. Kind of you to offer. Which word will we make small talk of now? There's no drab weather. We'd have to talk about interests? Ugh. Imagine letting someone know my thoughts and feelings on topics. Dreadful, most dreadful. Wait, do we have any stories to build? We haven't found anyone to... Alright, so we can go to St. Albans. No, we wanted to go to the Devil's Townhouse. Oh yeah, we're going top hat, suit. And we need the devil's Spirifer. The Spirifer's fork. I am, to all appearances, dressed for a devil's salon. Wearing any kind of insignia other than a flower in my lapel makes it look like I've come on official business, even though I'm just here to offer help. Perhaps it won't matter. The fork has an alluring menace about it. Most likely no one will expect me to exchange news of the day. Oh wait, you said the black suit. Actually, yeah, let's see if the black suit has anything different. Let's see what this does. According to the clerk, you had an appointment with me? No appointment was on the schedule this morning. I knew you'd be at leisure to see me. Never do seem to encounter any dignitaries here when I visit. Either from hell or from London society. Virginia does not snort. A person of her bearing could never be said to snort. The sound is the same, though. I meant to ask you whether there's anything I can do to help you with. For a moment, nobody says anything. But the bells toll for thee. I suppose you must have met with Mr. Pages and visited the ministry. While you were there, did you happen to see any of its maps and charts? There is a territorial matter, some dispute. Maps? Those are forbidden now. For you, the laws only apply to you. The masters apply no such rule to themselves. How about this, then? Mr. Pages might have mentioned a correspondence stone. Did you chance to see a piece of stone with writing on it? Writing that, perhaps, made your eyes water and your hair prickle, till your scalp were about to catch fire. Yeah, I did see such a stone. On his desk. Magnificent. How large was it, would you say? How big is Mr. Page's stone? Is it like a baby holding an apple? Oh god. All right. Here on business, Dreki. We're on business, Dreki. Did it appear too hot to touch? Did the air ripple? Would you say that it was well guarded? Are there any mirrors in the room where it is kept? Did any other masters supervise it, or only Mr. Page's? I answer a few of her questions, but there are so many, and some are so strange that many minutes before we're done with the topic. Do not think I have told her everything she wants to know, but it's more than she expected from me. Ooh, we completed a goal we didn't even know we had. Hell rewards service rendered. Wait here. She goes to the cupboard and produces an ingot of brass. When I touch it, I draw back in surprise. It's not so warm that it burns, but it's not comfortable to hold for long and bare fingers. There is a law above that all things must grow cold in time. This is Hell's reply. Is it getting hotter? No, but it will never go cold either. Theophilus would get use out of this, but perhaps only if he had no idea where it came from. So might Horatia, for that matter. For a moment, no one speaks. Yeah, let's flirt with the devil. There's no way this could go wrong. We were destined to meet. If London hadn't fallen, we wouldn't have met on the surface instead. I'm sure of it. Another little noise of contempt from Virginia. My business is done. We have reached the end of my time. At least you don't say whatever you are thinking, like most of London. But dishonesty is not alluring in itself, so pray don't feel I will pine for you in your absence. Famous last words. Okay, We can give Horatio the ingot for heating, I think. All right, I'm gonna switch back. We can get the corsage and the elegant cloak. That'll do. That'll do.
Good afternoon, Dreki. I trust the cold isn't getting to you too much.
Yeah, I'm not cold at all. In fact, I got this fucking blazing hot brass ingot. It's actually really fucking toasty. You wanna take this off my hands, maybe? I found something you might like. Hot ingot that stays hot no matter how long. Never have to reheat it by the fire. Horatia gives my shoulder a squeeze. I unwrap the brick and give it to her. She holds it gingerly.
And you just found this somewhere.
Hint that I got it by disreputable means. It fell off the back of a truck. Don't worry about it. Horatio doesn't have an answer. Misfit? Hi. Welcome on by. How are you this fine evening? Hello, hello, hello. If anyone's coming over from Misfits... Misfit... If anyone's coming over from Misfits Place and forgot to follow, let me make it easy for you. I clicked a button. Now you just have to click a button. I hope the Arma RP went well. Y'all complete some successful operations against the Covenant scum invading our world. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't remember if y'all are on any specific planet or if it's operations on Earth. What timeline are y'all operating on? Huh. I guess I never thought about that. Oh, it's a sim on not reach. Gotcha. Makes sense. The reach is a pretty infamous battle, all in all. But yeah, streaming is hard work, Misfit. So if you got a raid and run, that is no scale off my tail. But at the very least, I implore you to stand up, wiggle it out, leave a piss, take a water, do it all at the same time. I'm not gonna clean it up though. You're the maid. You can clean up your own mess if you choose to do that. But I mean, just maybe pick an order and go through them that way rather than all at the same time. I don't know. If you don't know me, I am Dreki, the Draconic Serpent, Flightless Dragon, or simply Worm on the internet. Something piss factories? No! There is no piss factories here! Actually, wait, this is the Industrial Revolution. They could have piss factories. We just started a new game today, Mask of the Rose, a bit of a visual novel mystery. It's supposed to, I like the initial pitch is that it was a murder mystery with some potential romance. Haven't got to the murder part, but I mean, the Fallen London setting is very delicious. And the game's been pretty fun so far. We just got a brass ingot from a devil that never stops being hot. And then we gave it to our landlord to use as a heater. I want to see the murder part. I want to be the murderer.
I won't lie. This is a helpful thing. Not quite enough to bake a loaf of bread, but a fine thing to ward off the chill.
Horatia doesn't say much. I can see I'm in her good books. I had to ask you whether there's anything I can help you with.
There are a few things. One's a kindness to all the lodgers. One involves strange creatures.
Creatures. Gotta go with creatures. Me? Creatures? Yeah. Strange creatures. Sign me up. I have a
You
confession.
like jazz?
I like jazz. Exactly, Blanc Fox. Exactly. I saw an enormous tentacle in the basement not so long ago. All right. All right. Now the question is, can we romance the tentacle? Okay. Hopefully not the gnome. Get out of here. Feed the gnome to the tentacle monster. Get out of here, gnome. I didn't tell you and the others because I thought it might put you off the house. Typical landlord behavior. Locks you in with the lease. Be like, oh, by the way, there's a tentacle monster infesting the basement, but you already signed the lease, and that's going to be a 3-month penalty if you want to break it early. Romance? Don't you look at me like that, Blanc Fox. Okay, I mean, it seems like we can romance a lot of things. We'll just have to check. I know about it. Now I hear tell there's been a man made of tentacles seen, bold as brass. Heard it from a few sources. Beyond Miss Besum's witterings, lurking in the dark where the caves have opened on South Bank. What's your problem with tentacles? I mean, I could use a tentacle or two. Like, they're very versatile appendages. Or so the pictures I've seen or have led me to believe. It's not doing any harm, is it? Not yet, but give it time. I'm watching it like one of those birds with the beaks. You know, it'll come to me. But there's one of me, and I daren't leave it alone too long. A couple of the neighbors have mentioned a sinkhole when they've stopped by for tea. Caves below the street by South Bank. Movement in the depths. Coils slithering in the gaslights. Yeah, I'm just hanging out, man. Why are you talking bad about me, Horatio? You got something against serpents? Jeez. Well, it's not just us, it seems. I don't know. How do we know they're the same unwholesome tentacles? We don't. But it's the first I've heard of anything similar. I'd like to keep abreast of all developments. On account of it sharing our home. And it's not paying rent, so I'm gonna need you to go down there and charge it. I don't know if there's a connection between our basement and those caves, but best be on your guard. Trouble comes from below down here. Learn about the origin of the tentacled creatures below. If anyone knows the way to this place, it'll be Harjeet. No one speaks for a moment. Finish this conversation. Goodbye. I'm just off to put my feet up and read the paper. The rest of you have left any scraps of it, that is. I'm not even going to be friends with her. She's a landlord. I imagine I have to pick between one of them, maybe. Horatio sits the dinner soon afterward. What if... I don't think we've learned anything for... Damn. I want to advance that plot, but I don't know how. Alright, let's go down to supper. I suppose you've heard the news? What happened? Which news is that? The Masters have received word from the surface. The rest of the world is still out there. The remains of England, France, all the rest it was. Only London was abstracted. There are crates and crates of mail from the world above. We're going out to London now as we speak. Oh, damn, stamps are gonna be fucking expensive. I can only imagine what the price of stamps is gonna be if we're to send letters back to the world above. Perhaps in place of the Queen's head, they'll bear the silhouette of Mr. Suppose it would likely be Mr. Pages. None of the other masters seem especially concerned with epistolary pursuits. Archie, did you hear? I did at that.
So it's true.
I mean, to get a seat on the next mail coach that goes above. I'm not sure that the mail came by coach, and it certainly did not come by train. Well, however it came, I mean to go back that road. How soon can we expect to be rescued? Really want another cup of tea now? At last, when do you think the rescue operations will begin? It's only been 2/3 of the year for them to send us mail. Is it possible to winch the city back up to the surface, or are they going to bring us out one by one with our possessions? I did ask Mr. Pages whether we expect to return, but he hasn't answered me yet. I very much had the impression that, well, the masters don't expect London to leave the Neath. It's a might heavy to lift out, but I will not mind if it's left down here to molder. So long as the rest of us get back to daylight. Look, Mr. Pages sent us all a gift. She takes out a package wrapped in brown paper and a string, sets it down on the table. Inside are half a dozen fresh pork and apple sausages.
Better than Christmas, love. Thank you, Mr. Pages, for us. I'll make them up for Sunday lunch.
Yeah, thank you. And Mr. Pages. I don't suppose Mr. Pages does a line in red pudding. It is Mr. Hartz who has been arranging the import of surface meats. But I don't think Mr. Hartz would consider our red pudding a very suitable gift.
How many masters are there, then?
I've only seen the census pages for a few of them. I chew diligently. Dinner reaches an end. All right, time to get rescued. Any day now. Definitely no possible twist in what's going to happen. None whatsoever at all. For once, I know just what I'll see in the paper. Contact achieved with the surface of the Earth. Travel possible via Z route. Mail collected from above. Goes on and on like this. Spent a good part of the morning devouring the pages. There are hardly any pictures. Too early for illustrations. Nonetheless, the paper's correspondents paint a vivid picture of the perilous travel back to the environs of Italy. All right, let's recall the past. Let's go. Archie and Harjit had a conversation about something. I think I remember Archie talking to Harjit. I'm not sure whether it was when Harjit arrived, though. Might have been later. Something about laudanum dosages. What to do if Harjit found someone who was on the verge of dying and in a lot of pain. Memory is hazy, as if I heard it from another room or was half asleep at the time. I couldn't swear to it. Something else, too, that I haven't thought of until now. Just a flicker of an exchange. How old would your wife be then? Only the size and gender change the dose. You don't recall? No, I haven't forgotten anything. Ugh, I'm a doctor. When you're tired, there's no need to be shy. Dreki is sleeping by the look of it. Well, the person in question is a gentleman. In his 30s, a military man, near my own height. Oh, aye. Not your wife then? Just a potato? Look what this book done to me. Turned me into a fucking meme. I can't believe this shite. You ever seen a funnier wit than the indexed page? You should check out the book over there at that there library. Yes, they'll turn you into a potato, like they turned me into one.
I hope you're having a good evening, Index. Welcome on by. You are a potato now. I am a potato. Favorite potato? I'm glad I'm your favorite vegetable? Question mark? I'm trying. Aw. Sometimes the best one can do. But I hope things go upswing for ya. And maybe the shenanigans be a soothing time as much as they are going. Certainly is a game that I'm getting a lot of practice with the vocal things. And if you like voice things, you gotta check out Index's place, because Index has got range. God dang! Back to the memories. If it's comfort to you, made a friendship or two of that persuasion myself. Though nay in recent months. They went away then, Archie showing Harjeet how to measure various medicines for a large military gentleman. All right. So... So we can only return census forms. What can we do at the townhouse? Theories of ministry misbehavior. Ooh, okay, so we might finally be able to advance the newspaper plot with this.